Busta Rhymes called out Diddy at the BET Awards, alleging abuse towards young rappers.
And the same determination as leaders of the new school when we wanted to get on. I gotta big up Dinko, I gotta big up Brown, I gotta big up Mama because we wanted it so bad that we did anything it took to get on.
Tempers flare as Busta delivers a huge jab at him during the speech, sparking controversy and the need to take a look at the past. Get ready for all the drama. The 2023 BET Awards Lifetime Achievement Honor went to Busta Rhymes, and the rap icon accepted the award with an emotional speech. Rhymes was introduced by comedian Marlon Wayans, who praised the rapper as a brilliant musical force. Every song this man has done, he's been a part of other people's hits and been stealing hits for years, Wayans said. If you know Busta, we are all happy for Busta in this room because everybody knows he deserves it. He's a good brother, a great dude. At the end of the ceremony, Busta teared up as he accepted the Lifetime Achievement Award, reflecting on his career and encouraging rappers to stop fighting with one another and focus on putting out great music to cement their legacies.
Now, don't get me wrong, everything that Busta Rhymes embodies as far as going to get it and not taking no for an answer came from being a Caribbean, raised in a Jamaican home, and...
So, I'm gonna wear it on my sleeve. I do want to cry, began the I Know What You Want rapper, as he became emotional and wiped tears from his eyes. He spoke about getting his start in Leaders of the New School and shouted out his 6 children. My oldest child was a 3-year-old in the Woo-Hah video back in '96. He's 30. He's right here. I went on, and I had 5 more kids after that. So I got 6 beautiful children. 5 out of the 6 of them is here. Tazia, Mariah, Cacie, Tiki, Trillian, and the young boss who's home. The Grammy nominee recalled feeling scared when the rap group broke up in 1994 because he never wanted to be a solo artist. I ain't like the responsibility of making a full song. I'm good with the getting to the 16 bars, busting everybody's ass, and getting up out of here, said Busta. So, I got kicked out of the group, and I was scared, recalling getting kicked out of Leaders of the New School after the group appeared on a remix of A Tribe Called Quest's Scenario in 1992, 4 years before his debut solo album was released in 1996. In the interim, he hustled to secure guest spots on other artists' songs. I knew all of the receptionists that worked at the studios, and I would call them, who's working in there tonight? And they would tell me, and I would go to this little weed spot, said the Grammy nominee, noting that he'd bring marijuana to recording studios and pretend he was supposed to be there. I would act like I was working in those studio rooms the night before, and I forgot something in there. Y'all, I left my rhyme book. I gotta get something. I gotta look for something. Good to see y'all. Can I come through? Continued Busta. He spoke about offering marijuana to the working musicians and quickly writing a rap verse while sitting in the studio. And when they asked me what was I doing, I said, let me go in the booth and do it. I ain't telling you my rhyme until you let me in the booth, and I go in the booth and I spit. The musicians would want his verse on the song, so he'd later return to his professional team and tell them, yo, send that invoice for $5 grand, send that one for 10 grand, send that one for 15 grand. $30,000, $40,000 a week. I ain't gotta split it up with nobody in the group. I like that. Long story short, by default, I pioneered the feature. That way, he was also able to feed his oldest son. Next, Busta spoke about approaching other rappers with love and kindness. I see so many people in here that I've known and I've grown with for a long time. And y'all watched me grow, and I love y'all, and I know y'all love me. But I'm a real giver of love. Sometimes I know I might overwhelm you. I want to hug you, and I won't let you go. I shake your hand. After thanking several individuals who've stuck beside him throughout his career, Busta encouraged other rappers to stop these little petty beefs that we be doing. Y'all messing up the bag? Y'all messing up the energy? I don't like when I talk to these dudes that run these streaming platforms and they talking about, we turning the consumer off because there's so much little this and little that going on with you rappers. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna love each other, and we're gonna get to this money. Despite coming from the 90s era of rap music, Busta expressed admiration for all of my new artists and shouted out every new artist that's contributing and doing their job. Specifically, he mentioned Ice Spice, Coi Leray, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Wu-Tang, and Nas. We're gonna stop this narrative like we don't love each other, this divide thing. It's corny, it's tired, it's whack, he said. Proving he hasn't lost a step, Busta Rhymes also performed an electrifying medley of some of his greatest, most tongue-twisting hits, including Scenario and Gimme Some More. alongside his trusty hype man Spliff Star. There was no shortage of star power on stage as MOP and Remy Ma joined them for Anti Up Remix, Swizz Beatz and Raw Digga assisted with Touch It Remix, and Coi Leray popped up for a mashup of her single Players and Busta's Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See, which her song samples. Paying tribute to hip-hop's Jamaican roots, Busta Bus closed things out by launching into a brief dance hall set with help from Supercat, Cuddy Ranks, Dexta Daps, and Spice. However, during his speech, he said, "I'm a real giver of love," he said. "Sometimes I know I might overwhelm y'all. I want to hug you, and I won't let you go. I'll shake your hand tight. I speak to you from a place that I really want you to know. I mean what I'm saying." And this was clearly a jab at Diddy, as everyone knows about Diddy and his relations with young pop stars. There have been many allegations floating around about Diddy and his connections with people like Usher and Justin Bieber. Reports revealed shocking details about what happened in Sean Diddy Combs' home when Usher Raymond was his young protege, but they were only rumors, right? The two celebrities, who actually spent a good deal of time together in the past, have never said anything clearly. That was up until now. A few years ago, Diddy made the mistake of admitting in a live Ustream video that he and Usher had slept together. He immediately attempted to hide his mistake by using Boondocks phrases, pause, and no homo. Diddy required a do-over. Funny enough, Puff makes an even worse comment about wrestling with Usher over cornflakes in an attempt to laugh off his pause. Then, rappers and singers talked about Puff Daddy's strange and rumored all-men parties in a TikTok video that went viral. The video also included questions about the rapper's relationship status. Jamie Foxx is interviewed at the beginning of the video, discussing Sean Puffy Combs' reportedly boys-only gatherings. Rappers such as 50 Cent mocked Puffy for hosting parties only for men and supposedly even for younger men, similar to what Usher did at Flavor Camp. Usher talked about Flavor Camp on The Howard Stern Show. Lacking specificity, Usher said he was aware of the lifestyle, but wasn't sure if he would follow through because it was pretty wild. As we've already told you guys, there was a suggestion later in the video that Usher and Sean Puffy Combs used to share a bed and would quarrel about Frosted Flakes when Usher was only 10 years old. Diddy reportedly spent 48 hours with Justin Bieber when he was still a teenager. Diddy's rocky history with young men casts doubt on how he may have treated Justin. Rumor has it that when Justin was 15, Diddy showed him a Ferrari and offered him the opportunity to drive it once he reached 16. Justin was apparently given a house by Diddy, which he would be able to move into when he turned 18. It's important to keep in mind that there isn't any evidence to support these allegations, but they nonetheless raise questions about why Diddy would offer such extravagant gifts. Some speculate that Justin's behavior of doing drugs and drinking at a point in his life may have been meant to get him into activities unsuitable for his age. It is crucial to emphasize the need to give young celebrities the right kind of parental guidance and protection, particularly in potentially dangerous situations.